Hi guys, welcome to Day to Day with Ray, with me, Ray Ray. You guys, what did I do to my hair? Well, I do need a haircut, but I dyed my hair. It's supposed to be deep burgundy, but apparently it's so deep you can't even see the purple. Right? So yeah, I used to dye my hair this color a long time ago. I was just kind of tired of the bleached pink randomness that I had going on. So I just said whatever. And I actually had a couple people tell me that they want me to go back to dark. So I kind of thought about it. And what I was going to do was I was going to do dark on the top and then dark under the bottom. But I decided not. Or dark on the top and red underneath. And I decided not to. So I just thought it's still wet too. I just took a shower not that long ago. I'm like air drying it and it's doing all kinds of crazy weird things and the things and I don't know. So I wanted to actually do a video. So I figured I wanted to do these questions, like some of these questionnaires, and like to get to know me because I do have some new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I apologize if I look like pure D shit because I have been sick. I had told myself, I was like, how in the hell did I even get sick? I've been on penicillin for 14 days. There's nothing that can get me sick. But I got sick. I've been down all week. I finally started feeling better yesterday, and then I feel a little bit better today. I have a show tomorrow. It's been monsooning and raining today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow morning. Yeehaw. So yeah. What a week. And then to top it off, so I had the abscess, and that finally went away. I popped that, the infection in my mouth. That went away. Because like I said, it was just a little teeny tiny piece. So one day I just said, psh, and it just popped. And I got everything out, and it hasn't been back since. Knock on wood. Excuse me. Then I got cold. And then last night I noticed that when I went to the bathroom and like every time I cough, there's like a little pain down in my groin area. And then every time I tinkle, it doesn't burn or hurt. But like after you get that little oof, little teeny tiny oof. So I told my husband, I said, I need you to get me a gallon of organic cranberry juice so I can flush my shit out. I've already been drinking apple cider vinegar and all that good stuff. So... And, you know, this isn't Gatorade. This is actually like that emergency stuff. It's disgusting and I hate it. I like the original orange, but this is like the mixed berry shit because that's what my husband got. And I like fill it water all the way up to here and I like down it. So, and there's just a little swig left. So, yeah, that's how much I love that. So, let's get down to business. It just has not been a good health week for me. So I'm going to read these questions. If you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at my computer. So my first, I'm just going to read them. It says, are you named after anyone? I am not, but I am thankful because back in the 80s, I was born in the 80s. Back then they did have ultrasounds and stuff, but they weren't as good as today. And I was supposed to be a twin. So they thought my mom was going to have two. They just kept thinking it was a twin. So if I was a twin, but it was just me, if I was a twin, one of us would have been Rachel and one of us would have been Rebecca. Luckily, it was just me. And then my mom was going to name me April as my first name and then May, June as my middle name. Thank God she didn't do that either. April, May, June. What am I, a freaking calendar? Anyway, it says, when was the last time you cried? Monday night. Monday night, I had a mental breakdown and I cried and I cried and I got over it. So a good, healthy cry is always good. Do you have kids? Of course, I just have one. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Yes, I think I would be because I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty easygoing. I do keep my friend circle small. But I would definitely be a friend of myself. Do you use sarcasm a lot? I do and I don't. I feel like I'm not witty enough. Like, I'll think of something in my head like later on, you know. So I feel like, you know, and I do get like an attitude or smart, but I don't think that's like a sarcasm. But I do use sarcasm here and there. What is the first thing you notice about people? The first thing I notice about people is their demeanor and how they carry themselves. That I can tell right off the bat. I don't care about looks. I don't care about this. If you're coming off and like the way you're carrying yourself and you're positive, that's what I kind of look for. You know, like if you're just like, if you kind of come off cocky with like an attitude, I know you're going to be, you know, whatever. Because you ever like meet somebody and they look like a bitch, but they're actually like the nicest person in the world. Like, yeah, like I don't like judging people that way, you know. It all just depends on how you talk and how you present yourself. Now, if you come at me like a bitch, then hey, you know, it is what it is. What is your eye color? My eyes are brown. Scary movie or happy endings? Definitely happy endings. I'm weird. My girlfriend laughs at me because I hate scary movies. Like, I do not like scary movies. I don't like thrillers. I don't like blood and gory. Like, I don't like any of that stuff. But I will go ghost hunting. I've done a lot of ghost hunting in my past. I haven't done it since I've had my son. But me and my girlfriend, we used to go ghost hunting all the time. There's a site that we used to use. It hasn't been updated in years. But it's called the Shadowlands. And it's the shadowlands.net or .com. I think it's .net. But if you look up your state, it'll tell you all the haunted places and like stuff. So we used to go to those places and like have experiences, and we've had some pretty crazy experiences. That was before Facebook, and well, I think we had MySpace, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, I remember when first Facebook and all that first came out. Favorite smells. Anything that smells yummy. And yummy as I mean like well, actually, no. Let me take all that back. My favorite smell is sandalwood. That is one of my most favorite incense. I have a ton of sandalwood incense. It's a good cleansing incense when you don't have sage. It's in sandalwood works just as good. What is the furthest you've ever been from home? Probably New York. A lot of my family, I don't know if you guys know, most of my dad's side of this family are from New York. We are, well, my dad's side is Indian Irish, and they're part of the Iroquois Nation, the Iroquois tribe. So, you know how everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm Indian, I'm Cherokee. Everybody's freaking Cherokee. Cherokee or Blackfoot. No, I got you. I'm Iroquois. Iroquois Indians are like the 5 Confederate, you know, like whatever. Not Confederate as in like down south Confederate, but they have like 5 different confederacies, and they are the creators of the Longhouse. So, little tidbit. Do you have any special talents? Other than, I mean, I'm crafty. I consider that crafty. I like to paint, but I don't really sing and I don't dance. I used to dance when I was a kid. I used to love dancing, and I used to take dance. I was the biggest girl, but I was getting it. I said I've been fat my whole life. Been fat my whole life. I'll have to show you guys some baby pictures one day because I've been chubby my whole life. What are your hobbies? My hobbies are making cakes, crafting, and I do like pictures and taking pictures, but I haven't done it in a long time. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Where were you born? I was born in Baltimore, Maryland, a Baltimore girl. Do you have any pets? Yes. 3 cats. Do you have any siblings? Nope. Only child. What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I'm grown, but actually, believe it or not, when I was a kid in high school, I wanted to be an architect slash interior designer. And even though I sucked at math, any house that I built would have been even. Like, it would have been like a perfect square. It'd be like, no, it has to be a perfect square. So yeah, I always wanted to be, I took architect in high school. I did interior design in high school, and I love to do it. And I remember one time an opportunity came for me to work with an interior designer, but my mom at the time didn't want me to do it. And I don't know why, because that kind of messed me up. Who was your first best friend? I want to say my first best friend is my friend still to this day, which is my friend KB. I won't say her name. Um, Me and her have actually been friends since kindergarten. There was a time span in our teenage years where we kind of parted ways and whatever, and then through the magic of MySpace, we actually hooked up through MySpace. And it was probably like 10 years had passed, probably, and we hooked up and we pretty much picked up where we left off. My other girlfriend, we had been friends since high school, and again, some time it went on, and then one night I went up to the bar with somebody, and the whole gang was there that I used to go to school with, and I was like, oh shit. So me and her had reunited, but I've known her since high school, so it's pretty cool, you know. How tall are you? I am 5'4". Funniest moment throughout school. One of the funniest moments, I wouldn't say it was a funny moment, but it was an embarrassing moment. Back in the day, I guess it was like Desert Storm or something. I don't remember what it was, but there was some war going on, and I think it was in elementary school, maybe even middle school. I think it was elementary school, and we sang songs for the soldiers, and my music teacher was recording it, and I remember when I went up, the whole microphone, like I went to go sing a solo part, because that's back in the day when I could sing before I started smoking, and I was singing my solo, and the whole microphone, I just barely touched it, and the microphone flew, and the microphone stand broke. So ever since then, I was considered the microphone killer. It was ridiculous. How many countries have you visited? 0. The only place I would really like to go to is England, and I would like to go to Ireland. Like, those are the 2 places I really, really want to go to. What was your favorite or worst subject in high school? Math was my worst subject. I hated algebra. I hated math. I hated it. What is your favorite drink? Tea. I drink so much tea. I drink sugar-free tea. I do drink, I used to make, well, actually my favorite tea I used to make was sun tea. I used to put the glass pitcher outside on my deck, and I used to make sun tea just like my grandmother used to make. But now I just drink Crystal Light lemon tea, sugar-free. But I do occasionally brew some, I have an iced tea brewer, and I'll brew some, tea, and I'll do tea and honey, and I always do like a lot of hot tea. Chai tea too is one of my favorites. I love chai tea. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is, a white, any kind of big cat, but I would say a white tiger is probably my favorite, animal. Also the flamingo. I am obsessed with flamingos. I actually have a flamingo tattoo, but I guess that would be like a favorite bird. I don't know. What is your favorite perfume? Jesus. Writing a book. My favorite perfume. I'm a Bath and Body Works whore, so I love a lot of scents from there. Like, one of my favorites is Be Enchanted, Forever Sunshine, Sweet on Paris, which they don't make anymore, and it's one of the ambers. It's either Sensual Amber or Amber Blush or something, but it's a really nice. Oh, and Chocolate Amber was another one of my favorites. Oh dear. Would you have or have you name your children? What? What would you name your children, or have you named your children? Well, I actually, this is funny. I'm a Twilight person. I'm Team Edward. So when I found out I was having a boy, I told my husband, I said, yes. I was like, we're having a boy. And he was like, okay. I was like, I already know what I want to name him. He was like, what? I said, Edward Jacob. And he was like, what? I said, yes, I want to name my son Edward, our son Edward Jacob. He's like, Edward Jacob for what? I said, well, Edward, because I'm Team Edward, and Jacob, just because, I mean, he's still hot and he's a cute word. He says, no, we're not naming our son after the Twilight books. I'm like, Come on. I mean, which is better. It was better than what he wanted to name him. He wanted to name him Jacoby. What kind of white little kid has a name Jacoby? Get out. I mean, I'm not trying to be silly or nothing, but come on. Like, Jacoby? Get out of here. I'm glad my girlfriend picked Braden and me and him agreed on it. What sports do you play or have you played? I used to actually, back in the day, believe it or not, I used to be a big basketball person and I played basketball a lot. And I didn't run a lot, but I actually stayed like in the middle of the court, believe it or not. And what I would do is I was like the secret 3-pointer girl. So like I would always knock out 3-pointers. That was like my jam. And I'd be like, boosh, boosh, you know. And so I used to play basketball. And even when we used to have gym, like free time in gym, I always played basketball with the kids. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTubers are Glitter and Lasers. I love her to death. I watch Dan TDM, Think Noodles, Thanks Sia. They're all Minecraft gamers. I mainly watch them because of my son. Me and my son watch them, and they're like 3 of my favorites. I do like Markiplier, but I don't like my son watching Markiplier, even though my son does like watching him. Of course, Nerdy Nummies, My Cupcake Addiction, Cupcakes and Cardio, which is Jen Johns. I'm trying to think. Oh, Are You Having That? That's like one of my favorite. You guys need to check out that YouTube channel. It is one of the most awesome. I think it's just because I have a little crush on Leather Jacket Guy because I love me a good Irishman. So I think it's just because I have a little crush on him. But Are You Having That is a awesome channel. What other channels do I watch faithfully? It's like a lot of cake stuff. Like I follow a lot of cake stuff, but Are You Having That is also one of my favorites. How many girlfriends and boyfriends have you had? I haven't had any girlfriends. But boyfriends, I've had a lot of boyfriends in the past. A favorite memory from childhood. I have a lot of favorite memories. I think some of them were my trips to New York as a kid and just like our trips. Me and my mom, like my mom and dad would just say, okay, look, let's go do something. And we would just pack up in the car and go somewhere. We used to do a lot of caverns and caves and stuff like Luray Caverns and Skyline Drive. Like we would just pick up and go and do something. And I feel like a lot of people just don't do that anymore. So yeah, like we used to just find stuff and go to it. So how would you describe your fashion sense? Affordable and it fits. Goodwill. So, I mean, it's not all from Goodwill. I do find a lot of good stuff, but like I said, if it's decent and it fits, I wear it. I wear what I wear. I wear what I like, and I don't care if it's in or not. What phone do you have? An iOS or Android? So I guess an iOS is an Apple iPhone. I have an iPhone. That's what I like. That's what I know. Tell us one of your bad habits. One of my bad habits. I pick my nose. I do. And it's like ever since, I'm sorry, but if I have a boogie up there and it's hard, I will pick it and, whatever. But ever since my surgery, it's actually been worse because I think I've told you guys I know too gross and TMI. But I get like these really hard, like they're like the size of like nickels and quarters. And they get stuck and you have to like pull them out. And I actually have special tweezers for these boogers. Like, I don't know if it's just because everything's so much bigger and wider and it like just builds up and then it breaks loose. I don't know, but I'm like probably, everybody's like, I'm so gross out right now. But no, that's like one of my bad habits is I do pick my nose, and I don't pick it till it bleeds, or I don't like eat my boogers or nothing, but it can be pretty gross. So, what else do we have here? Okay. So, either or. I can't see. Let me move this. Okay. Coke or Pepsi? Definitely Pepsi. I freaking hate Coke. Coke products are so disgusting to me. Sorry, you Coke lovers, but I'm a Pepsi girl. Only Diet Pepsi, though. Books or movies? Um, it's hard to say because I don't ever really have enough time to actually sit down and read a book in peace with my son around, but I will watch a movie. But I don't watch that many movies, so but I guess I would have to lean more towards the movies. Pool or beach? I would say pool because I love the pool and I love swimming. Dancing or singing? Both. I can't pick between them. Even though I sing terribly, but I love to dance, but you know, in the car I'll sing. Rain or sun? Again, it's hard because I love the sunshine and it's good and it makes you happy and this and that and blah blah blah. But in the same sense, rain is great for the earth and for the flowers and for the trees and all that nature stuff. um, Dogs or cats? Cats definitely. Not saying I don't love dogs because I love all animals, but I like my cats, kitty cats better. Inside or outside? I like going outside, but I'm more of an inside person. Running or swimming? Swimming definitely. And my birthday. My birthday is June 18th, and it's actually coming up, so that's pretty cool. What is your favorite season? It's hard to say what my favorite season is because I love something about them all. Like, I love the snow in winter, but I hate how naked it looks. Like, it looks like eerie, like, you know. I love the spring because of all the pretty trees and all the pretty flowers that come up in spring. You know, the weather starts getting nicer and warmer. I love the summer because you can go swimming and everything's just so like, you know, whatever. And I love thunderstorms. I love summer thunderstorms. And fall, I mean, what is there not to love about fall? You have Halloween. I would probably go with fall as my number one. And then probably fall, spring, summer, and winter is probably how I would categorize them. Because fall, you have Halloween, you have Thanksgiving, you have the colors of the trees, you have the pumpkins, the leaves, and it's just such a, even though it's dying, like the smell of fall is just amazing. And the colors, I just love the colors of fall. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This is a 20-minute video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you like getting to know me a little bit more. If there's any questions or anything you want to ask me, please feel free and to put it down in the comment below and all that good stuff. If you like this video, please subscribe. You don't have to, but you could. I truly appreciate it, and thank you to all my new subscribers. And I will see you guys soon. And remember to be kind because you don't know what kind of battle someone's fighting. And be nice and all that good stuff. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.